Alright, welcome back everybody. We are in April 6th of 1863, and it looks like reloading in, we got better intel on what we're facing here. Looks like we're going to be fighting Kemper's Corps with potentially 2 corps of the Army of Ohio. It's roughly 10,000 men, are not very scary. We are losing Fort Donelson a little bit to this 25,000 men, but we'll jump into the battle here and bring you back as we get there. Alright, so we won the luck of the draw here and ended up on the defense, even though we're kind of the aggressors here. Looks like they have a long way to go, and we are going to dig in. We're going to use, I believe that's Bull Nelson's corps to dig in. We do have some of, what is that, McDowell's corps defending our flank. And his artillery is up in the front lines as well, but otherwise his divisions, for the most part, will be used as reinforcements to protect any potential issues we might have. So we'll bring you back as they start to show up. So we have reached the end of the day. We're getting some steady supply here. They did just start finally showing up. You see, we still kind of have a decent line of defense here. So we're going to go ahead and reinforce these trenches. We did have a little bit reinforced over there, so looks like we'll be a little more protected from cavalry. There's not much else we can do with these defensive points. Go ahead and leave it there for now. We don't need to use all of them, I suppose. All right. See what they decide to do in the middle of the night. Looks like we're doing all right. Nobody's cohesion super bad right now. It looks like Fife's not great, but it looks like they didn't move up in the middle of the night. They probably took the supply bonus for not moving up, and the cohesion penalty isn't as bad. Have our artillery on fire at will. We should be protected from a cavalry charge on this half. So realistically, they'll probably come this way. Looks like they're getting lined up. We'll speed up a little bit to see if we can get the battle to commence here quickly. We are going to move, well, we don't want to move that cavalry necessarily. We'll pull this cavalry unit back. And we'll try to get them up to give us a morale boost. We're seeing movement already, so we're gonna start moving a couple brigades up from our reserves onto our weaker left flank. Got a couple smaller brigades there. Looks like they're trying to avoid the swamp. As you see, we quickly got into those trenches with, what, 1,400 men there. Another 800 there already. Yeah, so we had a 800 man and 300 man brigade holding that left flank. So reinforcing with another almost 3,000 men is going to be quite beneficial. I think that's for sure where they were coming. We're going to pull a couple units. I don't like the idea of crossing right there where they might start engaging us. So we're going to pull a couple units back. We'll cross the creek here and kind of strengthen our reinforcements on this side of things with Cooper's brigades. Right, let's see, is that going to allow us to shoot at it? Should be, there we go. Alright, so we're engaged. Here comes the patented computer cavalry charge a little bit here to our right. Looks like that artillery got itself in a bit of a jam. I did check the intelligence reports. Too far, Granger. We want you in support, not all the way up there. They're mainly units from Mississippi, it looks like. Keep pulling a couple units off the line there. 194 men, that's not going to get the job done. As you can see from our lack of consistent trickle-in reinforcements, we are taking some brigade losses. Our brigades are just becoming very under strength. 194 men in one, 300 in another. So you can see that that's really causing us to have to bring new troops in. Which means you're getting the first battle effects throughout the war, which is realistic. As new units came in, you got new men in their first battle. Some of the skirmishers out. I don't like that unit moving up on our left flank. It's been a while since I played a Confederacy. I don't remember what the PL is off the top of my head. I know it's one of their legions, but I can't remember specifically what it is. The Purnell Legion is a Union regiment. Either way, we're pushing them back with just our skirmishers right now. I'm not sure what our artillery's doing. I wonder if we're blocked. Yeah, we're blocked. It's alright. Looks like if they get close enough to the trenches, we'll have incredible canister fire, so that's fine. As you see, the big thing I'm doing here is just getting extra reserves to all parts of our line here, because I anticipate that they're going to punch through our skirmishers somewhere. And really where we're at is we're going to be able to just kind of sit here and watch. I think we're in good shape, with the exception of getting those reinforcements and those reserve brigades up a little bit closer for foreseeable future. We'll speed up a little bit. We did lose one skirmisher unit. Skirmishers come back, they do actually start causing your men to stand back up as a interesting. You think they just come back, climb the trenches, and lay down themselves, but it looks like our skirmishers being out of the way is actually opening a line of fire for some of our artillery, so that's positive. We are starting to fire at them. We're laying down in case we get some stray cannon fire. We just don't need any extra losses. We'd like to inflict a major victory. Maybe wipe out a couple of their units. Set of reserves up here. Keep stonemen on that flank just to be safe in case they push into our flank. We'll keep speeding up here. I think we're on speed 4 now. So their skirmishers are running out of ammo. We have a couple also running low on ammo. 5. So we'll call them back. Which hopefully causes them to push up a little bit further. I mean, we still have these 3 skirmishers in our center. We're just being fired at. Doesn't look like we're doing any firing at them, so we are going to push our skirmishers out just a little bit further. It'll likely cause our skirmishers to rout, but at least we're gonna trade some shots with them instead of just being shot at. as you see, they are going to break pretty quickly out here. But really the goal is to trade enough shots with them that their ammo starts going down, their morale drops. And as our skirmishers fade away, it actually is going to allow us to push or fire some more artillery into them. See, they're pushing Widener's detachment, one of their better brigades, up a little bit there. Which is probably going to rout our last center detachment. Yeah, they're taking some losses. But we're inflicting some as well. Really what's important right now is again, we're in a stage of the war where they're in a financial crisis, they're in a recruitment crisis. Any damage we can inflict on them is a victory. Obviously, we'd like actual victories, but these guys land down, stay out of any stray artillery fire, stay out of our artillery's way. Looks like they're trying to regain those guns, which is 5 guns there again. More drifts detachment to try to get those guns knocked back out. Here comes their main push, it looks like, right down the center. Doles' brigade, 1,500 men. Maybe they're just trying to hit Woodruff's detachment. Okay, so there goes most of our skirmishers. Next. As you see, it is opening us to be able to launch more and more artillery into their front lines. All of a sudden, our artillery is opening up very quickly. Now we'll have to slow back down because now here comes their inevitable sprint through our lines. We don't want to stand just yet. We want to keep letting them come straight to us. keep putting themselves into canister range. Brigade looks like it's going to push that group of skirmishers out. Doesn't look like the AI is real confident in their approach here, which is understandable. I wouldn't be confident in the approach if I was them. Yeah, it looks like our artillery is hampering that approach pretty significantly also. Back up to speed 3 to try to get some movement. They just keep kicking out skirmishers, it looks like. Pretty light engagement so far. Waiting to see if they will push forward a little bit. Because what we do not want to do is we do not want to have to push forward into their large swath of bodies, but it's getting to that point where we may. We want to preserve all of our troops as much as possible. Not sure what their reorganization plan is here. Gonna kick those skirmishers up, try to take on some of those guns. Looks like they're waiting for us to attack. We're waiting on them to attack. You see the victory bar keeps moving more in our favor. They've taken already almost 1,000 casualties of just skirmishing and artillery. They just can't afford the losses. I mean, 10% casualties already, and it's not really been much of a fight. Typically the AI will at least try to push once, but I'm not seeing it. Okay, maybe there's some movement here. Maybe that's their hard sprint. There we go. Looks like they are going to attempt to push us, potentially, with whatever the PL is. Scarlet and our cavalry get around behind them, hopefully, as they inch forward. Flanked if we can fire at them. And quickly they fall back. It's frustrating. At this point, we may go ahead and push forward on them. They're at 1,100 casualties, which is 11%. So we are going to push a little bit forward on them. Hazen's men will come up and take the trenches in case we get pushed back. Thomas Crittenden going to an attack stance. We're going to put Crook likewise. Fife. Manson in the center. We'll let Hazen hold the rear. Looks like we're getting engaged. We ended up having to push forward on them, but where are we going here? We are massing on their flank. Quickly throw Crittenden on an assault. Hazen we're going to put on assault even though he's not even in the fight. Manson. Oh no, wrong button. Enemies retreating. Well, hopefully we got on assault quick enough that maybe we can cause a unit or two to surrender and get them out of the fight completely. We are inflicting some heavy losses on Elvy's brigade. A couple of these units are so under strength, it's hopefully that they'll start surrendering as the battle comes to a close here and maybe pop us over into that major victory category. Ooh, only 1,000 more casualties. It'll be close. Can that last volley do it? Major, yep, we got there right at the buzzer, it looks like. So you see there a massively disproportionate set of casualties. 861 for us, 2,700 for them. We'll see you back in the main screen. It doesn't look like we caused any units to surrender there, but we will be able to hopefully keep pushing forward. You know, a couple corps will be right away. To be able to keep pushing. McDowell will be quickly thereafter. Nelson will take a little bit longer, it looks like. But we'll keep pushing for Nashville here. Well, looks like Kemper's Corps is going the wrong direction. That's always fun. Makes no sense sometimes, but whatever. I don't remember where we were at here. I think we're gonna want more civil order. Yeah, we're gonna take more civil order here. Let's see what we at on it. Minus 9% from rating. What? Either way, we're gonna want civil order. Because I'm anticipating a lot more casualties coming. We're already down to 88% in Illinois. So just because of that, I anticipate some more problems. We are going to push forward with some of these corps from the Army of the Potomac. Yep, we lost Fort Donelson. As expected, we'll retake that shortly. We'll push to Culpeper Courthouse ourselves. There's a few corps, and then we're going to push towards Fredericksburg with a couple corps. The other ones that get ready, we'll push that direction, and we'll put McClellan in the center of both, in the middle of the forest, probably. We have a supply depot there to be able to supply our troops going that direction. Crittenden's going to have to build a supply depot. As we push to Nashville, I anticipate these troops coming after the city. Pushing down to Jackson. We'll let the Army of Ohio worry about what's going on in Tennessee. Turn off rail transport here. We're going for Jackson. If we can take Jackson, Mississippi out of the battle, we're going to move Grant slowly, because otherwise he'll jump us and we'll run into somebody and not have any way to stop it. Sieges, we're doing alright. Looks like we might win both of those and put them on the defensive in rail line. Should be good to go here. Crittenton, we need to build a supply depot because he's not going to make it to Knoxville otherwise. Looks like they're converging on Corinth with Donaldson's corps and Gardner's corps, Wofford's corps. None of them are extremely strong. Obviously, I think they'll beat Keyes' corps if they go for Memphis, but I think they're going to be more concerned with Nashville falling here momentarily, especially when we are also able to push on to Knoxville. Remove the James. How are we doing over here? Lew Wallace. Doing all right. Hunter looks like is trying to reinforce. Banks is in the orange, so we can't really move him right now, but we do want to move down to Staunton. Take some more supply from them, threaten them on this side to where they have to protect Charlottesville. Looks like just being here has taken Salem, which cuts that railroad for them, which is a big problem for supplies for them. If we can get into Knoxville, Crittenton's men, God, it's just a supply desert. I don't know if we'll be able to get there. I want to. I just don't think we'll be able to. Oh, it looks like they're going to push towards Memphis after all. That's silly. Whatever. We're going to push into Nashville as they try to retake Memphis, it looks like. Keyes' men are corps trained. But the good news for us is, as they do that, we are going to beat... Oh, Fort Pike is besieged. It's them. Looks like they're also pushing on New Orleans again. We're going to keep trying to take some of these forts out here in hopes that they leave us alone. We're nearly to Jackson, it looks like. Or we're going to have to regroup. And we're almost able to take Nashville out. If they take Memphis, we'll have to send another corps there. But they're going to expose Decatur, Alabama, Chattanooga. I mean, it's just a... What do they want out of Memphis? And as Memphis gets defended here, we'll try to stick. We'll hope Keyes is able to beat Donaldson and Gardner. He's going to be outnumbered, but maybe we get lucky and get the defense, and if we do, we can hold the city. Alright, so we are in Nashville. Yes, I know. Alright, so we have units broken around here. That's not great. And of course they've magically timed it up to hit at the same time. Gardner's going to be in control of the fight. We have no cavalry, that hurts. We'll see if Keys can hold him off. We'll see you on the battlefield. So we bring you back to show you that we did get lucky enough to get to be on the defensive here with a smaller force. We're outnumbered nearly 2-1 here. And we're in Tennessee, so our morale is going to take a hit. We had a couple units start broken. As you see, all of our commanders are already at the trench line. We're not sure which direction they're coming from. They could come down this road. I'm hoping they chose Telegraph Road. And I'm hoping that they come one corps at a time. If they don't come collectively, we might have a chance. Otherwise, we're going to be pulling troops from one side of the line to hold the other side of the line, and then we'll get hit. So hopefully our skirmishers will give us enough advance notice since we don't have cavalry, and hopefully they march right through this path that we're defending. If not, and they come around this side, I just don't know that we're going to be able to defend it. But we'll bring you back as we find them. All right, so we have spotted them. They are, in fact, coming the path that we were hoping. Looks like it's just specifically cavalry right now. One thing we did notice, apparently one of their corps was not here originally, so we are actually outnumbered almost 3-1 in this battle. And to make matters worse, as we were thinking about it, started checking some of the weapons. We are a lot of 1842 muskets and some reboard mixed muskets. So not great conditions here. And Donaldson's corps been in some fights, so there's some significant troop sizes here that have some significant experience, while most of ours, as you saw as we were clicking, are also in their first battle. Them's the breaks. Them's the breaks. So we're going to move to try to protect that flank a little bit better. Does open up a gap here. We're not sure where their other corps is. It arrived later, so it should take it a little bit longer to get here. Right now, well, there's one infantry brigade showing up, it looks like. We're going to hold as long as we can. Even a major defeat here, we'll take it. If our morale breaks first, it breaks. But what we want is to inflict as many losses on them as possible and hold until the absolute last possible second. Where's that cavalry unit going? They are going very, very wide. I do not like that at all. We'll put Baird's skirmishers out very wide. Protect our flank. It looks like they're breaking their own artillery, though. There's an artillery unit that's showing up without guns. We'll bring you back in because I know we're getting close on time. We'll bring you back as they start to advance towards us. So I bring you back because that cavalry unit that swung out wide on us did decide to engage us. They kicked our skirmishers' butts. We inflicted 15 casualties with our really bad weapons. They only inflicted 19, but our skirmishers made a run for it. 3-star Holcomb Legion, or Hampton Legion, Hagen's Brigade, 2 stars, Walthall at 1. They're under strength. We have really bad guns. They're under strength. Can we get our artillery over to where it will be useful? Where's Smith? There he is. We're going to try to quickly get our artillery into position to bombard the heck out of them. Or since Cutler skirmishers down here, I think they're just going to push this flank. It's in the air. I want to move Cutler here to support on the rear, be able to come through the woods if we need him to, and maybe inflict some casualties. Here comes another cavalry push under our skirmish lines. Do you see they have broken a couple of their artillery brigades? I think that Kentucky unit might be something we can break, being that we control all of Kentucky for the most part. So casualties there should break it quickly, I would hope. Texas Regiment, Louisiana, we have one of their cities there. Mouton. Get into position, guns. Our skirmishers are being pushed back very quickly, right as our guns are trying to get into place. Hopefully they can hold long enough that our guns can get into place. Alright, we're pushing somebody back. Is that... Yeah, that is Kentucky. See, when your state support's low, you can get pushed back pretty quickly. Louisiana, not going to get pushed back. Archers, 3-star brigade. Yikes. This is the group that slaughtered us at Murfreesboro once. They are pushing forward with an infantry brigade to Mouton. We're trying to get our artillery into place. If we can, we might be able to force a couple units back, inflict some casualties. Alright, launch some canister into them, guys. We're not firing, so we're going to lay down. There we go. Terrible guns, but even they can inflict some casualties. And that's really all we're trying to do here. Oh boy. Spin and fire. Where's Cutler at when I need him? Pull Stewart off the line also. Missing his skirmishers to help in the center. Looks like we're pushing Mouton back. but the Hampton Legion that is extremely experienced is pushing on our flank, trying to use any bit of cover that we have. Alright, time to stand up, guys. Help out wherever you can. Artillery is getting just decimated right now. The flank's going to fold very quickly. They're sending their most experienced units right into our flank. It's a Missouri State Guard unit that should break quickly. So Cutler got here in time to help. If we can get rid of that cavalry unit out, then we can potentially get their flank to spin also. Not sure why Stewart is pushing without going in the trenches. Oh, it's because he's ignoring orders. That's good. We'll just say, okay, go for it then, Stewart. Get in position and fire. Alright, looks like Cutler forced him back on the flank. If we can make it to nightfall, we're in decent shape to reinforce our flank. I mean, it's not great because it will just mean that they get more troops in also. But right now we're kind of holding our own. We've inflicted some decent casualties on them, 2% each. Theirs are some of their most battle-hardened troops. Ours are brand new recruits. And nightfall's coming quick. There it is. Ooh, looks like we did hold that flank. All right. It's fantastic. We're going to shift our line. As best as we can and just accept whatever punishment comes. Baird is now going to go to the right flank since he broke already. Actually, Baird's going to be back here and support Cutler's flank this time. Let's see what happens. So it looks like readjusting our flank does work to our favor here. They did not readjust themselves. Overnight losses, not terrible. We've taken under 1,000 casualties to 2,000 casualties. Again, it's our fresh recruits with terrible guns to their pretty impressive units with 3 stars all over the place. But they're not taking severe casualties in those units. Trying to see if we'll get on this gun here and send some troops to fire it, but doesn't look like it right now. See if we can get our actual artillery unit to go back and get back on their battery and fire it. I'm gonna lay down, try to stay out of lines of fire of their artillery. But Tidball apparently does not like laying down. Sorry about that. Gauntlet Brigade is pushing up and getting shot at. How are we doing over here? Hey, we routed a unit. Barton's Brigade. Awesome. Colston's flanked as they're marching. Is that still Donaldson's Corps? It is. Bhutan's taking some casualties. This Texas regiment's taking almost half casualties. We're going to keep laying down. Oh my goodness, this cavalry unit's back. Where's Baird? Get up here, Baird. We gotta help. Artillery firing into these guys. They're not taking extreme casualties, unfortunately. I do see that we're marked as a victory in some crazy... Alright, Tidball's detachment. Come on, guys, get on the guns. Or just get back in there with Tidball. Okay, here they come. Here they come. Fire low, boys. Oh boy. Yep. Looks like Baird has made it to support Cutler on the flank. This cavalry unit has taken over 50% casualties and growing. Trying to close down the distance on them so that we can get them to route, and then we're going to have to spend Cutler to support other parts of the line. Alright, pop up, Stewart, get up and fire. Get all of your line firing. Awesome. Move Baird up to support. Who's that commander hanging out in the back that we are going to need up at the front? Get up there, Turchin. We're holding pretty even with them so far. Percentage-wise, I mean, we're inflicting more casualties than they are, but we have the trenches as our benefit. The better brigades are starting to take some losses. Yeah, you're gonna need to fire at both of them. Chatlin, however you say your name. Alright, here comes Colston's brigade again. Looks like, what, a North Carolina flag, maybe? Louisiana brigade, or regiment. Alright, come on, man, spin. Oh no, he's not gonna make it. We're gonna have to pull somebody else off the line. Francis P. Blair Jr. Go over here into the center. Baird also get into the center. We're gonna have to. We're not gonna hold the center otherwise. And if we hold the center, they split us in two, and we got problems. Yep, here we go. Our center just broke. That's a problem. Major problem. Looks like we might have that cavalry unit breaking now also, as well as this Missouri State Guard unit. So if we can break them first, then our center can hold. Yep, they broke that cavalry unit. But it looks like they're bringing up their 4-star Louisiana Tigers. We'll get up to speed 2. I didn't realize we were still on speed 1. Things are getting chaotic here. Holston's taking some losses. Mouton's taking some losses. Can we force them back? Oh, they spun. And they're opening fire on us now. Oh, but we got them flanked. Blair decided he was going to move to the center by going through their lines. I like it. I like it, Blair. It's not really what we wanted, but, you know, I'll take it. Oh, boy. Another 4-star unit in here. That's the Missouri State Guard Brigade. Mouton's taken 750 casualties. And climbing, and they're apparently stuck on our defenses here. Schley, you need to go join somebody. Oh, we're losing our center here too. Oh no. Oh no. There, get up here. Pull Cutler off the flank. Try to get him into the center. Oh no. It's the Louisiana Tigers. Oh no. Artillery is whittling away very quickly. It's 2,300, 4 stars. Still wrong way. Come on, game. Work with me. There we go. Alright. Now the Missouri State Guard Brigade is reinforcing over here. Here comes the Hampton Legion, right directly into the center of our line where we're about to break also. Looks like Bear got up in time. We're going to throw Cutler into this position, knowing that Tidball's not going to make it much longer. Keys back here to try to rally anything that we can. Get back here, Keys. Okay, Keys has said no. He is not going to go worry about that. He's worried about the front line. I can appreciate that. Oh, boy. Archer's Brigade is pushing up, taking heavy losses. I mean, they just lost 400 men in 2 minutes. Yep, Cutler gets there right as Tidball breaks. And another volley crashes into Archer's men as they fall back. About to lose Baird next. Like I said at the beginning of this battle, I unfortunately don't think we're going to win no matter what we do. I just don't think it's in the cards here. Alright, Blair, I'm going to need you back here, not hanging out in front of the lines. Crap. Before you're going to have time to move, you're going to have to fight, man. Alright, Blair, fire at him. We didn't expect to win this fight. We're going to lose. I'm going to accept the major defeat that's coming our way here and continue to fire until the last man. If we can get some morale boosts up, we'll be... I mean, we've inflicted 6,000 casualties on a... We need to inflict 22%. We might actually have a chance if our morale does not break. Oh, there goes Baird. Our morale's at under 20%. We're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. Our morale's going to break. We got units just on the run all over the place. Okay, Humphreys, you're up. And stand the fight. Oh, that's Cutler gone now. Keys, come on, man. I need you back here. I need to get morale. We gotta turn the rally off on you to get you to come back here. We need to boost morale here as quickly as possible. We are inflicting heavy casualties. Maybe... Blair, we're gonna have to fall back, man. Fall back. Don't break. Oh, he broke. Gosh darn it. Alright, Schley, you're going to get over here and also try to rally everybody. Come on, just small boosts. I need anything we can get here. Small boosts, guys. Come on. We're at 13% morale. We're going to break any second. We've inflicted 15% losses on them. Ooh, I don't like that. The unit we can't see is blowing Humphreys away. Let's get him down low. Use the barricade as protection, hopefully. Nope, that didn't work. Artillery landed right on our face. Alright, so we've suffered defeat here. As expected. I think we held our own pretty well. I think we inflicted 3-to-1 casualties, almost. Considering we were outnumbered nearly 3-to-1. So we did lose in the Battle of Memphis, but overall, I thought we did a pretty good job defending it. We will have to take it back, but they're losing of 6,500 troops that they just continuously cannot replace. So we'll see what happens and see how far back Keyes gets shoved from the city of Memphis. See you on the main screen. So we'll finish this episode back off with just a quick recap of that battle. That way we can move on in the next episode. We'll give you a quick rundown of kind of where things stand. We're a little over 300, just a little under 370,000 troops now after all these battles, while they're a little under 300,000 altogether. We do have some units coming to participate in reinforcing here soon, so that number will probably increase. Oh, no new guns to speak of here for any of Keyes' men. So that's something we need to look at too, is where are we at on production of weapons. I keep passing up some of those options. Well, it looks like I let that lapse. It's my fault. So we'll order 50,000 new